The Book of Psalms, Psalm 127, a Song of Ascents by Solomon. Unless Yahweh builds the house, they who build it labor in vain. Unless Yahweh watches over the city, the watchman guards it in vain. It is vain for you to rise up early, to stay up late, eating the bread of toil, for he gives sleep to his loved ones. Behold, children are a heritage of Yahweh. The fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows in the hand of a mighty man, so are the children of youth. Happy is the man who has his quiver full of them. They won't be disappointed when they speak with their enemies in the gate. So Psalm 127, this is another song of ascents. So this is Psalm 127. So I tried to see if this was in the New Testament, because it all sounds so New Testament-like. But in Psalm 127, unless Yahweh builds the house, they who build it labor in vain. I've used this verse, I've heard this verse used in all kinds of ways. Like if you want to do a new missionary endeavor, if you want to, start a Christian family, if you want to go to a Christian college, all these great grand Christian things, which are awesome. If God's not going to build the house, they who build it labor in vain. So it's God who builds the house. We can go and do our best and try, but ultimately, it says that unless Yahweh watches over the city, the watchman guards it in vain. So yeah, we need watchmen. You need to go and do the work. You need to go and do the study. You need to go to the college and do things. But Yahweh is the ultimate one who's going to cause it to grow, cause it to be safe. It's vain for you to rise up early, to stay late, eating the bread of toil, for he gives his sleep to his loved ones. So I think this is, I work and I work and work. It's all my own effort. I don't need God. That's a vanity. It's God who's going to make your efforts grow. It's God who's going to make you safe. And then in verse 3, it changes completely, and I'm not sure why. Behold, children are a heritage of Yahweh. The fruit of the womb is his reward. So whether you have great relationships with your children or kind of middle relationships with your children, they are a heritage of Yahweh. I like the word heritage. They're the ones who are going to carry on the future. The future is in their hands. So we're going to pass everything on to the children, you know. As arrows in the hand of a mighty man, so are the children of youth. Happy is the man who has his quiver full of them. They won't be disappointed when they speak with their enemies in the gate. So children are a blessing. They can help us. They can help us, in our fields and farms and businesses. You know, um, they're a blessing from God. So Psalm 127.